Hello, it's Dr. Shelley with Shelley's Nursing Review in Cleveland, Ohio. Obviously, this is my HETV channel, and we know the NGN Nclex is changing. We know that it is changing, and it's changing next year by April 2026, not January, so stop it. We also know that even though you're preparing for the NGN Nclex, you may need to focus on the old test. So I have gone to the NGN Nclex conference. I do know that they're anticipating trying to have this test done in your home. That's a big change. But the other changes are more subtle and not that dramatic. Now, I got to remind you, the test changes every 3 years. Sometimes it changes dramatically like it did in 2023, where they added case studies and totally revamped the test. It did that again in 2013, way back when. It added EKGs, for example, back in 2013. Now, as we move forward, this change is not going to be dramatic. It's not going to be crazy. You may see more and more multiple patient case studies because no nurse is only taking care of one patient. So that I would anticipate, which is what I've been trying to prepare my students for. Also, I would kind of anticipate, because of the various medication errors, that there might be more focus on medications as well. I will say this, after having gone to the conference, it doesn't seem like it's going to change all that much. You're still going to get the partial credit and all that good stuff. I don't think you're going to have to worry about labs and all that, although I'm very strict with my students. I think you should know your labs. Now, because the NGN Nclex exam is changing in April of 2026, and because no matter which test you take, you want to pass it, Shelley's Nursing Review is changing as well. Let me explain. In Shelley's Nursing Review, starting as soon as today, we have a weekend warrior program. Many of you have told me that you work Monday through Friday. There's no way on God's green earth you could ever get in here during the week for a traditional type of class. You ask me all the time, do you have a weekend program? Well, now we do. That is called the Weekend Warrior. It is $699 for whichever student that you are. It could be traditional, non-traditional, delayed, not denied. You still have to take a HESI first. Maybe you're trying to pass your ATI and then you want to slide right into the Nclex review. No matter who you are, it is a 12-week program. That's important because for my really high-risk students, I have a 5-month program. But for students who might do really well with being very good about the weekender program, this is a 12-week program, okay? Now, you have every other Saturday, 9:30 to 2:30, and the opposite Sunday, 1:30 to 5:30. You can go both days, or if you can't, you can go one day. It doesn't matter to me. You can do whichever one fits you. Obviously, both days means you'd be here every single week in some kind of capacity. But the reason why I did that is because if you're like me and you have to work every other weekend, when you worked on the floor, I don't work on the floor anymore, but when you worked on the floor, you have to do every other weekend. Well, this way, I'll get one of those weekends and I'll be able to help you. So that's why I did it like that. So again, every other Saturday, 9:30 to 2:30 p.m., every other Sunday, 1:30 to 5:30 p.m. Now, if we get a group and they say, well, can we come at 2:30 to 6:30? I don't care. We will fix it for you to make it fit you as long as everybody agrees. I'm pretty flexible that way. What else is going on with this Weekend Warrior program? Well, limited seating. First come, first serve, period, okay? All right, I hope you heard me loudly. There are extensions available. If you find that 12 weeks is just not long enough, you might want to do an extension. That would be for $299. You get a 6 weeks extension. Payment plans are available. These are very much a favorite in Shelley's Nursing Review. People like the option of being able to pay once a week for their class, or even every 2 weeks for their class. It'd be like $100 every week or $200 every 2 weeks. Whatever we got to do to get your license, honey. Now, there's some requirements on your part. You must purchase a subscription to UWorld RN, even if you're an LPN. And Netflix is required. Now, I know that's not a big requirement because almost everybody has a Netflix account, but you will need one, just saying. All right, so this is our Weekend Warrior program because, again, NGN Nclex is changing, and so are we. Next on the list is a very popular request from you. My students come from as far as Saudi Arabia, Canada, the UK, Ghana. I just went to Ghana. I know my Ghana now, honey. But you guys come from all over. So you come from all over. California, Utah, Oregon, Washington, Atlanta, woohoo, hot Atlanta, Florida. You come from Michigan, you come from Tennessee, you come from Texas. We had a big group from Texas. We have people from Florida all the time because you know Florida's challenged. We have people from New York, we have people from Maine, we have people from all over the place. And what do we have for you? Because you asked for it. You wanted to come for more than just a 3-day boot camp. You said to me repeatedly, I need more with you. I need more time. I want to see if I could even do some one-on-one with you. I want to make sure I'm on top of this game that you have, this mastery program that you have. How do I get more time? I wish I could have gotten a whole week with you. Well, now you can't. This is our second new option. It's called CNR Intensive 1 Week NGN Nclex Remediation with one-on-one, just like you asked me, coaching and a 3-day boot camp as well. So all together, you got 7 straight days of nothing but my annoying voice and presence. 7 days, 2 days are one-on-one. 4 days are in the classroom, and 1 day is actually a virtual classroom so you can mimic what we do here in Cleveland all the time. Readiness and pre-assessments with complete personalized consultations are done at this 1 week intensive program. I want to know, where did you go wrong? What did you do to make you fail 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 10 times? What was it about that third test that you got 85 questions and they kicked you out, meaning you killed everybody? What happened on the last test when you got as many as 150 and you almost passed but not quite? What happened? Talk to me. Let me help you with this, honey. How do I help you? Well, hey, we tell you when to apply for the test, when you should take the test, how to use your UWorld to the maximum ability, what to do with those videos and HETV, how to get these packets, which you get with this program, and maximize your use of these study guide packets. So you get every written resource we have. Oh yeah, all the pink packets, the oh my God, the reduction of risk, the management of care, the pharmacology, the EKGs, the psych meds, I mean, everything. And you get every white packet we have. I'm looking at them now. They're right here on the table. I'll just name a few off. Cardio, respiratory, renal, acid-base, GI, hematology, cancer, immunology, infectious disease, endocrine, diabetes, ortho, which is musculoskeletal, psych, geriatrics, maternity, pediatrics, procedures, respiratory procedures, GI procedures, emergency procedures, burns, which is your integumentary. And of course, we have our huge 8-packet pharmacology hookup. Now, I'm just telling you that with all of this, including pre-op and post-op and EKGs and everything else, you can't go wrong. That's why no one ever fails my course, okay? Just say it. Now, you also combine what I teach you in this intense 1 week experience. You combine that with over 1,000 videos. And I'm sorry, but there's nothing they could throw at you at Nclex that you couldn't handle it. Yeah. Written case studies are part of the deal as well. So you see, yes, the Nclex NGN is changing, but So are we, because I'm always going to give you the best that I got because I value you and I love you. Now, remember the oldies but goodies. Some of you may not need any of these two new options. You might appreciate some of the old options, right? So let's remind each other what that is. It's the only thing that's not ever on sale. The only thing. It is called the self-study package. You have to click on the link on HETV called Pay Hip to get it. It's every handout that I ever just said to you. Every handout, and then you go ahead and get a consultation and learn how to do the program from the comfy, cozy house that you live in. The 3-day boot camp is really popular. Some of you have taken advantage of it. You come to Cleveland, Ohio for 3 straight days, always on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, always from 8:30 to 4:30. And you come here and you kick butt and you take names. And you feel really good about it. We have one coming up on 11/28, 11/29, and 11/30. Delayed, not denied is a real popular program, definitely usually targeted towards Ohio students. It is where you may have failed 3, 5, 8, 10, 12 times. The highest number that I ever got with a student was 18 failed times, and he's an RN. He passed with my materials. Maybe it's different from even that. Maybe you had a baby and the baby was sick. Maybe your child had an injury like one of my students. Maybe it took you out the game for 8 years because she was in a coma and you had to take care of her. And now you're trying to get back into the nursing game because that accident happened when you were doing your finals in nursing school. And now you still need to pass the Nclex 8 years ago. I'm your girl, delayed, not denied. I guarantee you in the delayed, not denied program that you will pass this Nclex. I give you a money back guarantee. That is one of 2 courses that I give you a money back guarantee. The traditional NGN HESI ATI review course is for the new graduate. They come out of school, they want to take a review course, they don't just want to wing it. Maybe they had a hard time in nursing school, maybe they even failed a couple courses, maybe they barely squeaked by, maybe they failed HESI 1, 2, 3 times. That person needs a review. In that case, you come right here into Cleveland, Ohio, and we go ahead and give you the best that we got, and you too get a guarantee that you will pass this Nclex. Now, these are all my oldie but goodie programs. These 2 side by side are my new programs, but I have something more. Oh my God. All of these are half off for my members. Yeah, not just subscribers, but you actually joined my YouTube channel. Yeah, you deserve a thank you. You deserve gratitude. And this is all about thanking you because it does matter. I don't take it for granted. I do want to show you my appreciation. So even if it's not on the board, maybe you want all the pink packets. Well, you know, usually the 8 pink packets are $108. Well, $54 gets you whatever you want. And maybe you already have the pink packets. Maybe you want some of those white packets that I talked about. Fine, half off everything until when? The end of November. The last day of November is when the sale ends. So if you are a paying member, I need you to text me at 216-410-0936 and let me love on you. Deuces.